see. Eating clean, playing my part. Still something breaking inside my heart. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Following every line they drew, still ended up in reverse. Five pills lined up on the sink, each one telling me what to think. Said give it time, you'll be okay, but I kept drifting further away. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Gave them everything I had, still couldn't break that curse. Then one day I just let it go, stopped chasing what I didn't know. Took one step, changed one thing, turned my back on everything. On everything. I'm Lance, yeah, this is my why. North Dakota Carnivore changed my life. Kept it simple, stripped it down, turned it all the way around. Lost the weight, cleared my mind, left that old road far behind. What I found was something true, did it myself, and so can you. I was doing everything right till I walked a different line. Now I see clear as day, this life is finally mine. This is why I do what I do. North Dakota Carnivore, seeing it through, reversed it all, yeah, I made it through. Let's stay together strong, me and you.
Monday night puts us back at a 24 hours of a 72-hour fast. So not a bad day. I actually just hit over 25 hours on my fast. Right as I hit play on this here, I did the thing on my phone so I could show where I'm at with my fast right now. So I got the screenshot there. I didn't take my test this morning. I think I have 2 more test strips left, and that's all I have left. And I looked at it this morning. I was like, whatever. By the time I remember, it was like 9 o'clock. I just figured I'll wait until tonight and do it. 82 for blood sugar, and then my ketones were at 1.7, which isn't bad. I was pretty happy with that. And my last meal last night before I started my fast was that bad boy right there. It was a 14-ounce ribeye. That thing was absolutely delicious. I really liked that one. That was pretty good. So outside of that, how's everybody else doing tonight? So we have Brian in the house. Hey, Brian, good evening. How are you doing tonight? It's a great interview that you did last night. That was a long interview, man. You did really well with Amy doing that. That was pretty good. I like that one. Lynn's in the house. 22 QCat. How you doing? $18 Wheels of Carnivore, how are you doing? It's hot in Texas. Well, it was hot here yesterday. It was, well, my weather station here said 99 degrees here. So it's probably hotter than Texas. But next Saturday, again, they are calling for another 105-degree day next Saturday for the last day of our state fair. So, yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? But it's a good meal to end your eating and start your fast with because it has all the fat that your body needs in it to kick off the fast, right? So that you're not hungry, keep you satiated longer. And I've actually been really good today. Bro, potato chip, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, that was a good interview, and I appreciate the shout outs that you gave too. I appreciate all the kind words that you had for so many of us out here. It's really nice. Oh, my shirt. This isn't one of their shirts. This is a Minotauros. It's our local hockey team. We're in the oil field. There's energy weekend. So they have there's a bunch of energy companies that are listed on the back of the shirt. You doing good? Yeah, I am too, man. Just 24 hours into a 72-hour fast. This is my 5th week in a row doing a fast Monday through Wednesday. So today's an accountability day. Just putting it out there to show that I'm accountable. Anybody else who's doing a fast can be accountable, like Brian or Lynn or anybody else that's doing these, just to help with what's going on. Because when you fast, it can get kind of hard at times, especially the first 24 to 36 hours. And having a live stream where you can come on, talk to other people in the chat, or talk on, like I'm just talking in here, it helps me out. Yeah, they're fun. Ron, hey, how you doing tonight? I just watched your your video that you did all the pictures on your uh, transformation. Damn, that is one hell of a transformation you had there, Ron. That's quite a bit. If you haven't seen it, guys, check out Ron's channel, Carnivore Ron My Lifestyle. He put it out 2 days ago. One heck of a transformation. Yeah. All right. Yes, sir. Oh, we try not to be rotten like the people in New York. We're all pretty mostly we're very friendly, but we keep people at an arm's distance until we get to know people. But people from North Dakota are some of the nicest people out there. Okay. Is it Bruner? I can't say your first name. I don't want to wreck it. You know what I mean? You're going to test, but I got into the coffee first. Right? Well, I opened up again, I forgot to put my meter in the bathroom so I could test when I first got up in the morning. And I got to work and it was like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, oh man. I grabbed it, opened it up, and I only have 3 tests left. I was like, okay, I'm not going to do it at 9 o'clock in the morning because I've already been up. I'll just do it at the afternoon, and then tonight I'm going to take it out and I'll put it in the bathroom. So I'll test it in the morning, and I'll test it again on Wednesday morning. So I won't know what I am at the end of Wednesday, but we know where I end up at. So I generally end up pretty damn good on that. So, bro, do you do any fasting or anything like this, or do you do a ketogenic diet, a carnivore diet, vegetarian, vegan, or you just standard American, eat whatever they put out there for your diet? Slack, so nice to see you again tonight. How are you? How's your fasting been going? I know Drone was on 2 nights in a row. The first day on Saturday, I was actually taking part in our state fair parade. I was driving one of the floats, so I wasn't able to see us Saturday, but I was on for a little bit last night with him. You were on there to begin with, and I didn't see in the comments after that. So how are you doing, Slack? Yeah, each picture was 10 weeks apart, and that was an amazing transformation from how big you were until what you are now. Absolutely stunning. Ron said, I just posted my interview with Steak and Butter Girl. Wow. You'll be on tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm so excited. That is cool, Ron. You did an interview with Bella? Sweet. You interviewed her? That's cool. Yeah, bro. You're thinking about doing a sardine fast, Brian? You might do it after you finish the water fast, yeah? I've thought about doing that too. I've thought about jumping into a sardine fast or an egg fast after doing a water fast just to see if you can stretch it out a little bit longer. I think the sardine fast, well, if you do the egg fast, like, God dang, who was it that was doing that? Where you have a tablespoon of butter with each egg. I think that would make a huge difference in the egg fast. I didn't have a tablespoon for each egg I ate when I did my egg fast because I had way too many eggs. Bruno, you're supposed to visit New York for 2 weeks, but you fled after 4 days. Living there is insane. How do they do it? You know, my wife and I last summer we went back to California. My wife is from California, Southern California, Orange County area, and we went back last summer for a funeral. We drove from North Dakota to California, and we were gone for 30 years. And it was one of the things my wife said is she didn't plan to go back again because, damn, that place is just nuts. 18 wheels of carnivore. You're not very good faster, but there are days you don't feel like eating. My longest fast was 3 days, but it's not something I plan. It's just when my body was ready. And that's actually how I started fasting. And the more I've looked into fasting, the more I've seen what it does for the body and what it does for your mind. That's basically why I do it now, is because of all the benefits that a fast brings to the body. Right? Okay. So how was it interviewing with Bella? I never thought about reaching out to her for to do an interview with them. You couldn't see the comments last night. You were on your phone, right? Man, that's, and you're one of the big people that's in the comments all the time. You're always in there encouraging people. So that had to be really rough for you. You went back and watched the comments. They were funny. Yeah. I was in and out of it for most of it anyway. I was in and out. I was doing stuff with my wife and cooking and had an earbud in. So, but I was listening to it, but doing stuff. And you hear my dogs are going nuts because there's somebody outside. They're crazy. So, but bro, did you say you were doing a ketogenic or carnivore diet or just eating whatever? I don't know if you said anything or not. But one of the things I do is probably only going to go for a 45-minute one tonight. but I want to get people on here and give them a chance to give him a chance to talk a little bit. Select is 3 minutes behind. He's watching sped up so he can catch up to it. I get you. I had to do that for a couple of lives today. I was watching. I fell behind. And, stuff happens. Let's see. Ron says it took about 2.5 months to arrange it, but she really wants to help us out. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Bella's got a good heart. I really think she does. She's gotten to be a really big channel. I don't watch her as much as I used to. You want to do a salmon fast? Salmon's actually not a bad fish to do a fast with. You just have to have enough fat to go with it. So it's still a very lean meat. Sardine fasts are actually really good if you can get the good sardines. And then, why am I drawing a blank? What's the other fish, Brian? Mackerel. Mackerel is really good. Amy is great. You visited for an hour before you went live. Holy smokes. That's just crazy. Well, I'm going to put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come on, Select, you're more than welcome to come on too and talk and see how you're doing. I don't do this like Jerome. I'll bring more than one person on at a time, but anybody can come on as long as I feel I can trust a person. Mackerel, then Big Fest, yeah. All I could think of when I was telling Select about the mackerel was, all I could think in my head was herring, and that wasn't the fish I was wanting. Select says my fasting could be better. Yeah. I want to go longer. It just, when I slip up on that type of food I eat, messes with my hunger. It does. And it gets really difficult. It's one of the things that I have found, and I think Brian will agree with me on this. When you get to that point where if you're going to mess up, it's best to mess up with something like butter. Butter is something that your body, technically it breaks your fast, but it's a fat. You get no insulin bump on it. So you can continue to fast even having a little bit of butter. Select. Good evening, Brian. How you doing?
Pretty good, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the world famous Brian Airy.
What? What are you talking about? No.
Well, yeah, you just did a hell of an interview with Rockin' Coach Amy on Keto Rockstars last night for over 2 hours. That's amazing.
That was fun. She's, like she said, it's like we've known each other forever and just visited. We talked for, I panicked and I opened the page and there was people in there comment and I said, did I get the wrong time? Because YouTube will put the wrong time. It'll say, okay, 6 o'clock, and then it's 5 o'clock, or it'll reverse it for no reason. So usually I'll look for the Eastern time and the Central time. And I saw those people in there talking and I panicked. I was freaking out because it was like 1 minute, shoved the phone, got everything going and turned it on, and she's going, no, we still got about an hour. So we just sat there and visited. And then I bumped something on the phone and I made it blurry and then I couldn't get it. I was laughing. I had to get out of it and turn it, and I got the computer. I was actually doing it on my computer, but the computer was blocking the TV, so I couldn't see the chat. And I was concentrating and stuff, so I couldn't see the little things, but I went back today and was watching. I'm going to give Spanky some cred tonight when I see him and Grandma's.
All right, Select. Hey, Select, you can come on here anytime. We're a very open and friendly community here, and nobody's going to give you a hard time at all. we fast. We have problems. Just like everybody else, there are times where I've had to break my fast early, and just the food noise gets too much. Same with Brian; he's done the same thing. We can. One of the things that I try to do is I try to change my fast to whatever will work. But yeah, whenever I'm doing one of these lives, you feel free to pop in anytime I put that link out there. Slack.
Hi, Ivy.
Ivy, how you doing, Ivy? So, but yeah,
Yeah,
no, Ron had a
the
really good video he just put out too. He shows his transformation. It's actually
I'm gonna
really
have to
good.
go over there and watch.
You're gonna say something else, Brian?
Yeah, this morning last night I was gonna start I had a steak yesterday and I was completely shoved full of food, and about 6 o'clock, or it was after the interview, so it was later. I started getting hungry and I was going, what? And so I boiled 3 eggs and had 3 eggs. So I was going to get
Yeah.
it where the fast started at like noon. So, I would have finished up on Wednesday at noon, but that
Right.
pushed it back. And so, but I'm all right. Um, Today was a little bit rough on it. I had sardines in my head and I was going, just do the sardines. And I thought, I've already started. I've got this far without them. I'm going to do the water fast, and then I might have a day of steak or whatever, a bunch of meat, and then do the sardine fast for 72, and then go right into a water fast.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cindy. Tell Ron we said hi. John, I said hi. I was in there for just a minute too. I saw him in there. So I watched while I was getting stuff ready for this year.
Yeah,
Carnivore Uncut, John, he went live at 6.
okay.
So
Yeah, that was fun. It's really weird is when you're nervous about it all day, and then when you start talking, it's okay.
it is. And I actually think my first interview that I did was with Dave Mack. I really wasn't nervous with Dave. I was really nervous with Dante.
Really.
Yeah. But
Hi, Terry.
Dante's the same way. He's actually really good.
Yeah, you talked about him, and when I went to his site, I had friended him a long time ago, but he had disappeared off the internet for a while. And
Yeah,
I was going, okay, I know who this is. Because I remember sitting here going, I wonder who he's talking about. And then I went there, I was going, okay, I know who that is. It just been
Dante,
been on for a while.
he had some issues. His mom passed away, and then he changed jobs, and a bunch of little things happened all like at the same time. And he took like 6 months off from his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But some of his earlier videos, his 125-day video was amazing for what he did for 125 days. And Ron says, sometimes I see a steak and I can't say no. I think we all have that issue sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like making mixed veg and bratwurst. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, we didn't know we were on either, Terry. Terry says, hi there, didn't know you were on. I said, neither did we.
We're not, Terry. You're just dreaming this. Go back to bed.
Right? Yes, Terry, I am fasting again. This is my 5th week in a row that I'm doing the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday fast. So 72 hours. Started last night with my final meal about 5:15 is when I hit my timer. So I'm just over 25 hours into this fast. Now, in the last 4 weeks, I've lost 17 pounds doing this. But I've also tossed in a alternate day fast Friday or Saturday, and I seem to do better hitting the Saturday as an alternate day fast. I don't know why. You'd think eating 2 days in a row, whether it's Thursday and Friday or Saturday and Sunday, would be the same. But my
Yeah.
body seems to do better if I skip eating Saturday, just eat Sunday, and then go right back into the fast again. Seems to do better.
Yeah.
You
I was
are in
really-
bed.
I saw that. I was really wanting to test this morning, but I messed it up. So
Yeah.
what can you do? Well, what was funny is I was sitting there drinking the coffee and I saw the little tester and I went, oh man.
Right. Well, and I get up in the morning. Okay, you guys have seen me. I've got my work bat phone right here. You've seen me on my lives. I've had to answer my phones, right? 2:45 this morning, my phone rings, my work phone, and I answer it. It was something that could have waited until I got home or got to work. They didn't need to call me for what they did.
Yeah.
But I had a hard time getting back to sleep. And then when I got up, I'm like, oh, it was at that time where it interrupted at the wrong time. So my head wasn't clear even going to take my shower and shave this morning. It just didn't work out right.
Yeah.
And when I got to work and I remembered, I was like, dang it. I knew I was forgetting to do something.
When I work nights, if they called me and woke me up for something, I couldn't go back to sleep at all. And I usually only slept. I mean, the most I ever got was like maybe 5 hours, but it was usually 3 and 2 hours. And if they called and woke me up after it was done, I was just up.
And I thought about it too. I thought about getting up and just going in then. But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I
too
always,
early.
whenever I see you in the morning, you'll type in hi and stuff, and a whole bunch of people will say hi, and then there'll be crickets, and I'm just going, oh, he's doing something. And then about 5 minutes later, you're typing, I'm in a meeting, I can't say anything.
Yeah. And I get suckered into meetings. I get calls on Teams and then I end up joining a meeting. I have a specific person's calling me. You answer it. Oh no, there's like 9 other people in this meeting. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But first thing in the morning when I get to work, when Kiltz is on and stuff, the 6 a.m. one or 7 a.m. wherever it is over in there, the 6 a.m. that he does, it's 5 o'clock here. I'm at work already and I'm doing a spreadsheet that takes me about 2 hours to do. So when I'm in there doing that, I don't pay a lot of attention to the comments. I will for the first couple of minutes and then I listen mostly. And some days I can. Some days
Yeah.
I just, and today was one of those days. It was a Monday for sure.
Jerry has her headphone in all the time at work. And then she
Yeah.
comes and talks to everybody on her breaks.
Yeah.
She was giving me a bunch of grief too. Her and my wife. Did you see my wife in there?
And
Yeah, that was fun.
yeah.
Oh, and Amy, sorry.
Yeah. I figured it out as soon as I said yeah. I said, Ron says he was up at 4 a.m. and getting sleepy. Also wanted to say hi to John. Take care. Hey, have a good one. Go say hi to John.
See you later, Ron. I overslept this morning a little bit, and I mean it wasn't long, but by the time I got out here and just got into the coffee, it was already, what time was it? It was already, Dr. Keltz had been on for almost a half an hour, and he was talking about quitting. And then I heard somebody say that Amanda was in the was on the screen, and I think I just missed her before she came in.
Right. She got booted off because the weather or whatever.
Yeah. Did you guys have any of that stuff? Because I think she's probably east of you.
Yeah.
Her,
She's too far east. We didn't have anything go through here.
Yeah.
They were forecasting that we were supposed to have a chance for it, but we didn't get anything here at all.
Yeah. Yeah. That wasn't very when I typed out that last part because Amy just read the grandma the night before read everything because
Yeah.
there was three long posts and Amy just read the last one, but it wasn't that hard at all being appreciative to everybody that's helped and did things like that young lady on the just posted Terry. Um, it's the easiest thing in the world to reach out and say thank you, and it doesn't cost me anything. So
Right. And it's a pleasure to have you come on and talk about this. I mean, it's really nice to have people that can come out here and give of themselves to others. Like this carnivore community that we're in, it's unlike any other community.
yeah,
You know, everybody is tries to help people out. So Terry said she's going to test in the morning too, and that she's been eating clean the last 7 days. So you're hoping to be ready for a fast soon. Well, if you want, I'm doing this here Monday through Wednesday for at least through the end of August. At least that's my plan.
hi
And then
Aaron.
hopefully I'll be doing ADF after that. Oh, Jerome's on again? Dang it. That's my fasting coach, Jerome.
Really,
Yeah. He
I still need to
he's
get over there.
he's from Chicago, but he moved to the Philippines. And then last month he went on vacation to Spain. So he's been, opposite of what everybody else is. And now he's in Toronto. So have a good night, Select. We'll talk to you later. Aaron, good evening. How you doing, Aaron? Oh, dang it. I knew I wanted to do something. I want to, where's it at? Sorry. Forgive my shakiness on my phone. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's see if I can do that now. So I got my search from Bonfire. I got the Jack Daniels one. I wore that yesterday on my live.
Yeah.
And I had ordered one for my wife. And I ordered it before I ordered the Jack Daniels one from Gary. And it just wasn't coming. Didn't come. And my wife was like, I thought you ordered that for me. I'm like, I did. I don't know where it's at. What the heck?
It's crazy listening to some of the stories about Bonfire is like Dr. Keltz's shirt going all the way to Alaska and then back.
Right? Yeah, and see, my phone just did an update, or my laptop did an update, and now it's not connecting to my phone the way it has been, or it should be. So my wife, I took a picture of her, or I had my granddaughter take a picture of her with the shirt on so I could put it on here, and it doesn't want to come. I can't get it to download and to show up where it's supposed to.
Yeah, I want to get one of the Coca-Cola or the Jack Daniels shirt.
Yeah. Well, no, I got my wife Butter Woman.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I've got her smiling, wearing her Butter Woman shirt. So she's wearing that today. I want to show her in that. Because she loves butter too. She'll just sit and gnaw on butter. She'll go through like the Kirkland grass-fed butter in the green packet. She'll eat one of those every like day and a half. She'll have to have another one. Uncle
I
Willie said
envy.
I watched some videos on rolling fast with a 2 to 4 hour refeed. It was interesting. I've seen some of that too, and actually, we have a person that's in the group that I'm in with Drone Finally Fasting. She does. She eats twice a week, and her she has like a 4 hour refeed window, and that's it. But she only eats twice a week. It's just crazy.
Boy,
Some people,
you'd have to know your body there, I think.
I agree.
Yeah, that's kind of pushing it a little bit for me.
Angie, how you doing? Anybody else wants to join, you can. It is open for another
We,
9 minutes. I'm going to be here.
we don't bite. I mean, Lance might. If you look at him, there's a possibility there, but I don't. I definitely don't. I mean, I did that one time, but that was just an accident.
I'm fasting, so I'm not going to bite.
Yeah, it turned bad, wouldn't it?
But yeah, I've talking with the people that are in the fasting community. That fasting community that I'm part of too is actually a really good community. There's all types of people in there. There are a couple of people that do keto. I think I'm the only one that does carnivore, but some of the people have done it before. There's people that are doing vegan, vegetarian, mostly just the standard diet is what people are doing. And some people are doing really good.
I'll
Angie says, why? Huh?
oh sorry. Go ahead and then I'll
Okay. Angie saying, why am I hungry on day 2 of a 3-day fast? After you get the 3rd day, then I'm no longer hungry. Normal? Weird? What do you say?
ketones.
It's ketones.
Ketones.
And the 2nd day for some people is the harder day. The 36-hour, up to that 36-hour mark, to the 48, some people just have a hard time. And the biggest thing I think it is the eating habit.
Yeah.
You know, your body knows that, hey, at 6 o'clock, I should be eating, and it makes it so you want to eat.
Well, it's muscle memory. Is I think that is it's like when the military redesigns a gun. It looks oddly enough like the previous gun, but it has different things to it. It's muscle memory,
Right?
and you don't have to train what 5 million 5 million people how to operate a new weapon system. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think your body on a fast does that exactly. Once you get used to something, salt, the whole thing,
And that's what this is for.
and
This helps.
yeah, oh yeah, right there. Make sure you're getting enough electrolytes in and salt. Um, that's another big thing is if I have a like the first day today, when I was earlier, I was kind of going, oh, I want to do this and that. I broke out. I have a big thing of Redmond's next to me, and I put it in my palm and sit there and work on it for a while. And then
Right?
tonight I'll have a creatine and my electrolytes in San Pellegrino and water, and then I'm going to get in the sauna for about an hour. So after I
Man.
do my DDP, I had something crazy happen yesterday when Amy said that. I looked at my ads on my Facebook. I added
Yeah.
like 25 people yesterday. I was sitting there looking at them, click, looking at them, click, and I came across you and I said, click. But I had I had several of them private message me and stuff, and one of them was from my DDPY group, and he said, "I'll be joining you," and I was going, and no reference to what he was talking about. And this morning
Yeah.
it hit me. I think it's the ketones in the brain, but I think I converted somebody to carnivore by accident.
Well, see, it's an amazing thing because the biggest thing you can do is set an example for people.
Yeah.
You know, you've had a tremendous transformation, just like Ron. Ron had a tremendous transformation. You really got to check out that video. That was amazing.
Boy, I'm glad we're doing the fast right now because I could see in my mind as you reach that milestone, that 365-day, it'd be so easy to go, well, maybe I could have a little bit of this since I worked so hard for a year. And
Yeah.
when you put it into the fast, you're concentrating onto that fast, and those 3 days are going to give me a new course. I've pretty much got it in my head what I'm going to be doing, but I just need to implement it. And that was funny talking to Amy about the technical side of stuff. I said, you think you're doing great and everything until I tank the system and you can't fix it.
Right? Absolutely. Hey, werewolf, how you doing? Now, have you watched any werewolf's videos?
No, is that the name of his channel?
Yeah, she
Or
comes
she,
into
sorry.
Carnivore Quest,
Okay.
and her channel, she talks about the diet and stuff like that, but she does exercises and stuff. Shit, that would kill
My,
me.
my schedule has been difficult, and I haven't been able to see Larry, and then I pop in and usually I catch it right at the very end of it, so and say hi to everybody. But
Yeah,
I've been watching his regular videos, but catching the live has just been difficult lately. And
and he
um,
wasn't on this weekend.
oh, he wasn't.
No,
So the all the business with the stuff is I had to cut back on some of my subscriptions, but when I get some more of that green stuff, I'll figure it out and add some people back.
what was that, Aaron? Salt and hot coffee, but you only made it 2 days. Uh, Need a fattier meal to start before you jump into it.
Yeah. That, and then if you feel like, and we were just talking about that, get a tablespoon of butter. Also, I was going to tell you that Ben Azadi had talked about that is that it doesn't throw you out of the fast with butter and MCT oil. A lot of
Correct.
people have that in the morning. What is it? The bulletproof
Bulletproof
uh,
coffee.
coffee. And he
Yep.
said that there wasn't a problem with that. And I've heard a couple of other people talk about that. So I don't, I don't, I'm not worried about the butter and some salt. And plus, I don't eat that much of it anyway. So, but yeah, there was a couple of times where it was difficult, and a tablespoon of butter with some salt just pushed me over.
That's actually what I did when I got home tonight. I cut off a slice of butter, salted it, and that actually it helps to calm you down, to calm your mind, because you
Yeah.
have something in. Sometimes salt just doesn't want to cut it all the way.
Yeah.
That butter, that fat, even if you were to have like I've got the South Chicago uh, tallow, the Wagyu tallow. If you have like a teaspoon of that, it's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Fat doesn't cause that insulin. It doesn't really do anything for your digestion to make it hurt you at all either.
Yeah. Well, when you start seeing some of the tricks and stuff that you can push through stuff, and then the more you get into it, I always suggest people start off with 24 and do that for a week or 2 weeks, and then move it
Right?
up to 36, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and then try a 72. And but don't make that 72 where it's horrible and it ruins it for you, because
Right.
you can
And if
always
you
break
don't
that
make it,
fast and go back into it. Yeah. Yeah.
and if you don't make it, don't worry. You can try
Yeah.
again.
Don't
It's
worry.
not going to hurt anything.
Well, I was talking about that last night with Amy, as a lot of people on the sardines is we're a herd animal. And when everybody's going walk to sardines and you've asked them if they've tried it and they go no, What are you going to do? And nobody wants to stick themselves out. And when first time I did sardines, or not the first time, but when I came back to it, I wasn't listening to anybody. I didn't have all my friends going yuck, or actually
Right?
anybody at that time. But they should have a word for that. I bet you they do, something like lemming syndrome.
Maybe. Angie said she pushed through it and she's fine on day 3. Just think it's wacky.
Yeah.
Oh, put that salt right on my tongue, and it's helpful. Yeah, it is. And that's getting through that phase where it's the worst. See, now, if you were to do a 96-hour fast, a 4-day fast, it's actually comes easy after the 72.
Yeah, and also don't expect your fast to be the same every time, because I've had fast where I did fast for months that were perfect, and then I had a couple of that were just horrible and didn't want to do them, and the
Yep.
ketones weren't there, and then the next week everything's fine again. But it's always different, and don't expect and don't freak out too. That's the
Right.
best thing you can do, is don't freak out and quit.
And if you are testing, if you don't get the results that you want, don't get frustrated. They're going to
Yeah.
change. Sometimes your
was
body just has to get to that point where it's going to start burning your fat again.
That was a strange lesson, and I think that I'm glad I had that lesson happen at the very beginning. Is I did that first fast and I lost a bunch of weight, and I thought, well, this is great, I survived this. I'm going to do that again to lose weight, and then you don't lose any and you gain a pound. And
Yep.
if I would have, I remember that feeling too. It's like you've been sucker punched in the stomach, and you don't know why you did everything perfect and you didn't lose any weight. But then you start thinking about it and you're feeling better. So I think the fast is the best non-scale victory that you can have, or one of them anyway.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's really good. Being able to fast is an amazing thing to do. Now,
Yeah.
Werewolf says that I'm actually the worst at fasting. Now, a sardine or fat fast I can do. One of the things that I didn't show I showed the picture of the steak I had. This was the last steak I ate before I did my fast, right?
I was going to have you not do that again. Thanks.
What I don't have the picture of is the homemade chocolate ice cream that I had too.
Oh, man.
Now, I make this for my wife, and it's just a heavy cream, an egg, the cacao, the CACAO powder, the cacao, no sugar in it or anything like that. And then I take the caramel fudge keto brick and slice it really thin and chunk it up and throw it in there. So it's maybe 2 tablespoons of the keto brick in it.
That sounds good.
Well, 2 hours after I eat that, I don't have any rise in my blood sugars, and 2 hours after I eat that, my blood sugars are going down. So
yeah, when I saw Dr. Keltz's recipe, and I remember I would look at the labels and stuff, and Haagen-Dazs is pretty much the same thing. I mean, there's probably sugar in it, but very similar. Yeah. And then you look at what's the Ben and Jerry's, and there's a page of ingredients to get that to happen, and you're sitting there going, no.
Right, it's not something I want to eat, but the Dr. Kilt's ice cream, I can eat that and it doesn't bother me. When we do put a sweetener in it, we do use an allulose, but we're actually out of it right now. The RX allulose worked really good for us, but you can't buy it anymore.
That's what my wife said, because she liked that a lot, and she said I can't find it anymore. And then I started hearing other people talk. So,
the original RX allulose company was bought out last year. The new company came out with the Supercross, which is the RX allulose mixed with dextrose.
Yeah,
I have a container of that here. My wife breaks out in a rash every time she tries it.
Yeah,
but we can't use it. and they haven't brought back the regular allulose, so it just kind of sucks. But we have to find a different one to use now.
Yeah. Well, and somebody will figure that out and they'll do it.
Terry's on her phone, so she can't message people individually. That's
That's
I know
just
the feeling.
excuses. Terry, you're
What?
just making excuses. Yes, ma'am.
The parade was actually a lot of fun. I've only watched this parade for the state fair like twice in the 20 years that we lived here. And this time I had to drive a float in it. So it was actually kind of fun. It was a long one, that's for dang sure. But
Are you in the Kansas's state fair? Is Hutchison's pretty much dead center in the state of Kansas? Is yours, is that like you guys? Is that why they have it where you're at?
no, we're central in the state, but we're north. We're the north
Okay.
central spot. So
Okay.
we're closer to Canada. We get a lot of Canadians that come down for our fair and stuff too. So, but you can anywhere in the state to here is less than 4 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
I'm watching this girl. She rehabs houses in North Dakota. I wasn't for sure where
yeah.
she was at, but her channel's really interesting. And she fixes up old houses. I don't know if she lives in them and then sells them, but she's did 2 of them, and her channel grew like crazy.
Yeah. Erin says she only does a 2-day fast a week, and that's good.
Yeah.
Ivy, you're doing the egg fast. Are you doing it with the tablespoon of butter with each egg? That's what I want to know. You normally do a 23-hour fast. Oh, you're saying you do 2 days fasting during the week, but you do 23-hour intermittent fast. So you have a 1-hour eating window now. Liquid egg? Ugh. No, thank you. Larry, how are you doing? It's nice seeing you here tonight. Really, you're doing a liquid egg? You ever just drink liquid egg?
I've heard that the drinking the whites not cooked isn't good for you. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard several people say that don't just drink the egg whites.
I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah. I did that was the big thing was Rocky was still pretty popular. I think we had the second one when I was in high school, and he was wolfing down those eggs. So of course all the guys were going, "Oh, we got to do this to be manly," and I did that, and it didn't turn out so well for myself.
Right?
Yeah, that was a hard no, and I'll never do it again.
Angie, that was a delicious steak too.
Boy, after a fast and you light into that first steak, it's heaven.
It is. The keto bricks, you get them at ketobrick.com. Robert Sykes is a bodybuilder, and he's a ketogenic bodybuilder. He's not carnivore, but he created these as a meal replacement for his workouts and stuff, because it's something that was clean for his keto style diet while he was working out. And they have 2 of them. One's called a cake pop, which it's not bad, but the primal fudge is actually really good. And it's very addicting because it is good.
So this isn't
But
the same company that does the like $17 bar?
they're $17 each, but they're 1,000 calories per bar. They're
Yeah.
a full meal replacement for. It's not just a little brick. They're actually
Okay.
a brick. It's a lot of food in there. But my wife and I can take that keto brick, that 1,000-calorie brick, and it'll last us for 2 weeks. Well, it'll last her for 2 weeks because she slices off little pieces of it, and it doesn't bother her blood sugars. But the keto
Oh.
brick is actually not a bad thing. And it's mostly just tallow
Yeah.
with
I've seen
some
Anita do
flavoring.
recipes with them before.
And I melted one down and made the little candy things on them. We have those molds. Bought those molds to make my wife butter bites.
Yeah.
I also did with a keto brick, so we melted it down and we put them in there and made designs with them, and actually pretty cool.
I would like to try the butter bites again. I did those that first maybe month of doing it, but I hadn't been eating that much butter and it just didn't work out that well. And
Yeah,
so I never did it again, but I'd like to try it again.
I think the brown butter bites, I really like them. Now, before eating this way and becoming fat adapted, I could melt butter on a steak, but I couldn't eat a piece of butter.
Yeah.
The
That's
same
one
with
thing that
fat.
still freaks me out is eating cold butter, and I love it.
Yeah, it's the same with fat. I mean, I couldn't
Yeah.
eat it before. Now I can just eat it. It doesn't bother me one bit.
Oh yeah, I
And yes,
remember trimming the snot out of steaks, and now I can't even. You just go that no, you're not doing that.
yeah, Aaron and keto bricks could be very scary. They are very good, and they also have ones that are vegan too. So if somebody's a vegan, they want to try them. Not my cup of tea, but they could whip an egg up into your iced coffee, like Rocky. Oh, just crack them in a glass and down them. Eggs from the
That's
backyard.
a.
Those are the best.
Usually I don't have a texture problem, but them uncooked eggs, that was oh man.
Yeah,
That and then they asked me if I'd ever ate raw steak, and I was cutting up some stuff, and there was a little piece, and I don't know what I was expecting because I've never did that, and it tasted like a cold roast beef. It wasn't
yeah.
horrible, but the texture was weird. I'd have to get used to the texture.
It's got to be very chilled. I think if it is dry aged, it's easier to eat.
Yeah.
But like raw ground beef, I can eat that. I grew up eating that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My dad just called it tiger meat.
Huh.
And Erin says she had a updated Butter Woman commercial drop today. Changed the music. You have to look at that.
Oh, Donna was on Dave Mack. I think it was
Yes.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yep. She was on Dave Mack. I gotta go find it and I gotta watch that too. That's the other thing I was gonna do at work today. I was gonna find her interview with Dave Mack and watch that, and I didn't make it.
And Dean and his wife were in there last night. I can't remember right now. It's not in my head. His channel. He's got Adam coming on. I think tomorrow or what is today? Today's the 20th. I think it's on the 22nd. Adam from
Oh,
Healing
Adam
Humanity.
Lacey.
He's going to interview. Yeah, he's going to
Yeah.
interview him.
I
And
did an interview with Adam Lacey about 15 months ago.
huh?
He still hasn't released it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was talking to somebody else who apparently did their interview like right before me, and that still hasn't been released either.
So he's that far behind?
Like, he's doing a lot of stuff with the Healing Humanity, and
Yeah.
he told me it'd be a month or so before it came out, and then it was like 2 months, and then he let one out, then he another 2 months let somebody else's out, and then nothing after that.
Hmm.
He just hasn't done anything other than live with Healing Humanity and them, but he's busy.
Yeah.
And Larry says tiger meat. I love that. It is good, and you just salt it a little bit. It's actually got a good taste to it,
That'd be something to toss the raw egg in
right?
and mix up with some salt. That'd be good, I think.
You get your own chuck roast and you grind it and you make your own chuck, and then you can eat it. You know it's only one critter, and it's all going to
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah.
What? That neat tiger's feet. It's a song. All right. I can't sing. But it's been an hour. Thanks for coming on, Brian. I'm going to end this here. I was going to end it a few minutes ago, but
Very
you
nice.
guys,
I'll see you later, Lance. Have a good night, buddy.
you two have a good one. Tomorrow night, I'm not sure what time I'm going to start this. I do have a work meeting that starts at 5:30 at night and is scheduled until 7. So I actually set this up to start at 7:15 tomorrow. Central Time would be 8:15 Eastern. It might end up getting pushed to 8:30 Eastern, 7:30. But I'm still going to do it tomorrow. It'll just be later.
Great. See you later.
Y'all have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Fix what I couldn't see. Eating clean, playing my part. Still something breaking inside my heart. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Following every line they drew, still ended up in reverse. Five pills lined up on the sink, one telling me what to think. Said give it time, you'll be okay. But I kept drifting further away. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Gave them everything I had, still couldn't break that curse. Then one day I just let it go. Stopped chasing what I didn't know. Took one step, changed one thing, turned my back on everything. This is my why. North Dakota Carnivore changed my life. Kept it simple, stripped it down, turned it all the